class. How are you today? I hope everybody is fine. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of April 2021, and we are having English Language 3 Junior Secondary 1. Today we'll be looking at the use of must, mustn't, and needn't. So that's the subheading for today, and the topic for today is grammar. But before we go to that, I would like us to look at our last class. In our last class, we were dealing with dependent prepositions. Dependent prepositions. What are they? What are dependent prepositions? They are prepositions that depend on or must follow a particular verb, a particular noun, or a particular adjective. I come again. I say prepositions are, or dependent prepositions are always followed by a particular verb, particular noun, or a particular adjective. Or in other words, when we see a certain noun or a certain verb or a certain adjective, it is always followed by a specific prepositions. Some use different prepositions for different meanings, and we are going to see some examples. Example number 1. She dressed in red for our first date. Dressed in. They always dress in, they don't dress on. They don't dress for. You can dress for that occasion, but here, to suit the meaning, she dressed in red for our first date. Another example is I am interested in. You can see I've underlined interested in reading books. You cannot say I am interested on or I am interested about. This is wrong. Whenever you say I am interested on, it is wrong. And whenever you say I am interested about, it is wrong. So interested goes with in. I am interested in reading books. Let's look at another example. Mom is worried about grandpa's condition. She's worried about grandpa's condition. So that's just a review of dependent prepositions. Hope you know what dependent prepositions are. I said dependent prepositions are prepositions that are always followed by a particular noun, verbs, or adjectives. So let's go to the topic proper of today. I said today we'll be talking about must, mustn't, and needn't. It is from our student's book. Student books MI2, page 61. Page 61, that's where we are today. So we will look at the use of must, mustn't, and needn't. We call them modal verbs. What are modal verbs, or why do we call them modal verbs? Modal verbs are verbs used with another verb to express various functions. They express various functions. There are many types of modal verbs, but we are going to use, we will be seeing these 3 modal verbs. Must, mustn't, and needn't. Number 1 is must. Must is used to express determination, to express personal intention, to express a formal command, or to express necessity, etc. Example, we must take our time. That is to say, must is used for necessity. When something is very important, when it is necessary that you do something, you use the word must. So let's look at how must is formed. Must is formed with an infinitive without to. Example, we must take. We must, after must, the verb that follows is always in the base form or in an infinitive form. You don't have to conjugate the verb that follows. And after that verb, you don't have to use the word to. You don't have to use to. If you use to, it is wrong. For example, if you say, we must to take our time, it is wrong. If you say we must to take our time, it is wrong. So we must, after must, you are not supposed to use to. And the verb that follows is supposed to be in the base form or in an infinitive form. Number 2, mustn't. We use mustn't to express prohibitions. To say something is very important, not to do. Mustn't is a negation of must. Means mustn't is a negative of must. Must is positive and mustn't is the negative. We use mustn't when something is not important to do, when something is not necessary to do, or when something is unnecessary. We use mustn't. Let's look at one example. We mustn't be late for school. We mustn't be late for school. Must and mustn't are often used to express laws. Now let's look at the formation of mustn't. How do we use mustn't, or how do we form a sentence with mustn't? Mustn't is used with an infinitive without to. Mustn't, after mustn't, the verb that follows, we have the verb to be here. The verb that follows is in the base form. The verb is not conjugated, and there is no to after the verb, or there isn't any to after must. So that is how we use mustn't. Let's go to needn't. We use needn't to say that something is not necessary, but it isn't against the rule. Needn't is used to say that something is not necessary, but it doesn't mean that you can't do that thing. It means it is not a law. It isn't a must. Let's look at the example. Example number 1. I needn't play football. Means I don't have to play football, but you can still play football if you want. That's why they say, but it is not necessary. It isn't against the rules. It isn't against the rules. It means it isn't compulsory. You can still change your decision. I needn't play football means I do not have to play football, but if I want, I can play football. Second example, you can come to the picnic if you want, but you needn't if you don't want. So you see the difference between needn't and mustn't. Mustn't is something that you must not do it, but needn't doesn't go against the rules. It means you can still change your mind. If you like it, do it. If you don't like, you don't do it. But with mustn't, it is a must. If they say mustn't, it means you don't have to do it. So that is what we have for today. I have sent to people exercises on PDF. Do it please and submit on Friday. And I've also dropped exercises downstairs at the reception. Those who are not connected, please, you can come to school and pick your notes, do the exercises, and submit on Friday. Then you also have your notes. Copy your notes from grammar reference page 106 of your student's book, and your homework. Homework is found on page 54 of your workbook. Thanks very much. Hope you have a favorable rest of your day. Bye-bye.